we are going to be unboxing, setting up, and tearing down the new Outbreak 850XDP. Now this is the double shelter, the biggest one they make, no trip door on each end. This actually packs down to 5 feet, so this is as big as it gets. 120 square feet of fishable area, and it fits in the back of a 5-foot truck bed, which was why they designed this. Now this is the pack down version. Let's pop it up, see what it looks like, and it has a bunch of new features in it. And so as always, it comes with a nice heavy duty bag. It also comes with 2 zippered bags on either side. One with an instruction manual and the other one with some ratchet strap tie downs or some cinch ties. Roof, wall, and then set up your ties. And this bag has these nice little like holder parts right here, little handles. You can either tie it down to something with or literally hold it like that, which is super nice. And now you're not stuffing the shack into one of these bags, you're actually just dropping it in there and zipping it shut. And that's what I was looking for. Those can go in that outside pocket. Second rope. It's getting bigger by the second. Now, I don't recommend setting this up by yourself, especially if it's windy out. It is definitely a 2-person setup, and it's also a 2-person lift. I actually used a wheelbarrow to get it out here because it's like 90 pounds almost. She's heavy, but it's really big. The camera can get big enough on that, but there it is set up, and I'm 5'10", so it is a very, very, very long setup. Let's go inside. Actually, I'm gonna show you outside first. The new additions to what Eskimo thought about when designing this new 850. It's basically, people are sleeping in these things. They're sleeping on the ice so much now. They're running more than just a single propane heater. One of the great things Eskimo thought of is these. We have 3 ports on the outside. We have an intake port or an outtake port, basically to run a diesel heater. And if you haven't heard of diesel heaters, you haven't been ice fishing long enough. But I'll pull up a picture of a diesel heater right now. So they have an intake and an outtake. And then they also have this spot right here for like a propane hose. Comes with the same amount of windows as a normal one does, but the windows are actually a little bit lower, so you don't need to sit up high and look out. Still has your vents, still has your spot for your name tag. So in my state, you have to have your shack labeled. Has all the reflective material, and has not 1, but 2 walk-through no-trip doors. And so the windows are a little bit lower. Let me pop all those open. Not a bright sunny day yet. So many windows, look at them all. Crystal clear plastic. So how they designed this was they made these bottom X brackets a little bit lower. So that's how it folds up a little bit shallower, a little bit shorter. Comes with the poles on each end, so the pole goes there and here. I'm not gonna set those up just because I'm going to tear it down here in a second and pack it away for where we actually get ice. Still comes with the pockets on the sides, which is really nice. And here are those intake and outlet pockets on both sides here, so you can zip that around an intake or an exhaust outlet for a diesel heater, which is super, super cool. And the double no-trip doors is super sweet. And I'm, like I said, I'm 5'10". Plenty of plenty of walking height in here. Someone 6 foot has to probably dip underneath this high level here, but you're used to that. And this is the Storm Shield fabric. So I have the 450 version of this. Been in the absolute pouring rain for about 6 hours and not a single drop made it into the tent. So that's it. What a beast. And I will leave a link for this down below. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this because I'm planning on bringing my son with me ice fishing this year and camping on the ice on my New Year's trip. So I needed more space, and my buddy always comes with me too. So now we need a spot for 3 cots, and we're gonna have plenty of room to get this on the ice. All right, let's do the tear down. Roof comes down first from the inside. Shut the doors. Now, I've never folded up a double shack before. Can't be too difficult, I don't think. I mean, what I like to do is make my cinch down strap super long. And kind of roll my shack onto the cinch down strap. And after unwrapping it all, it comes with 2 sets of screw downs. Holes go in. Well, there it is, a nice cute little compact bag where everything fits in. You don't have to have stuff hanging in the bottom of the bag. I like to take my screws out first and kind of get one set up and kind of tie the shack off to it, just because I've had wind pick up and just yard sail everything down the lake. But that's it. If you guys want to come back, probably mid-January, I'll probably do a first use review on how it holds up overnight. I'll definitely be out beginning of January. And I'll leave a link for Eskimo and this thing down below. It's about 900 bucks. Hopefully it's worth it.